Hey guys, welcome back. I'm the free-to-play Padawan. I love Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, but I hate spending money on mobile games. And I believe that you can dominate this game without spending a dime. But you guys, I am a bit shaken this morning because I've been having lots of technical difficulties with the stream. I've been having a lot of game capture issues. So please, if you're in the chat, please help me out. If the game disappears or something like that, I've got a backup plan for how to get the game to show up. But we just had a Streamlabs OBS update that is giving me some trouble. It's giving me some trouble. So I'm just going to be real careful with the stream, not try to do anything crazy. I'm not going to be showing any infographics today because anytime I leave a screen, it seems like it just stops sharing the game capture altogether. But anyway, that's not why you guys are here today. You guys are here to hang out with me and we can talk about how to dominate this game without spending any money, the free-to-play nation way. So we are going to start with just making sure that everybody can see my screen. It looks like you can. Let's hope that stays the case. Okay. We're going to start off with these mod battles, you guys, the mod challenges, rather. As you can see, we have 400 crystals to start off the day. It's not as many as I have been having because I was not able to break into the top 5 in fleets yesterday, but I was able to get into the top 10. So we got 200 crystals yesterday. We got some crystals from some other things, and I went ahead and I did the lower tier of all these mod challenges because they're easy. Nobody's curious as to whether or not these teams can accomplish the lower tiers. What we want to know is, do they have what it takes to accomplish this third tier? Because we don't care about 3-dot mods, we don't care about 4-dot mods. We want those sweet, juicy, beautiful 5-dot mods. That's what we're after. That is what we're after. Now, what we've already done together on stream, I think this was actually the stream that I lost due to other capture issues with Streamlabs. Big learning curve for the new YouTuber over here. But this one right here we did on a stream that I don't think anybody got to see, but we were able to complete this without losing anybody. You've got to be able to 3-star it without losing anybody in order to sim it. And we have been simming our brains out. We have been just simming this ever since. We got a lot of speed mods. Now, you can never have too many speed mods, okay? I'm not saying I want to stop farming speed mods because I have too many. I just don't have enough of anything else. All I have is some health mods, some defense mods, and a lot of speed mods. And we need crit chance mods. And we need tenacity mods. And we need crit damage mods. We need to start filtering in some of these other mods because the teams that I want to mod require mods that are different than just speed and health or speed and defense. So, let's talk about what team we're planning to use here. Let's just do a little baby account review so far. So far, this is day 60. It's kind of exciting. It's day 60, almost 2 full months of playing this account. We have been able to achieve level 77, okay? We are on the cusp of level 78. I want level 78 so bad, but guys, I just don't think it's going to happen today. We're going to try to use our crystals to get as much experience as possible today. We'll see how it goes, but the math just is not adding up. I don't think it's going to happen. Today is the last morning stream I'm going to have. My streaming schedule is changing to the afternoon. Now, it's going to still be on Mondays and Thursdays, but it's going to be from 5 p.m. Eastern to 7 p.m. Eastern Mondays and Thursdays instead of 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And that's because my work shift is changing. They're putting me on first shift instead of second shift. And I can't stream while I'm at work. They wouldn't like that. And with as much trouble as I have from streaming from home, I can't imagine what it'd be like trying to stream from work. So anyway, a little baby account review. 60 days in, level 77. We have been working on the Geonosians primarily. because of their ships. And as you can see, we've been working on Tarkin, which is unfortunate because we're having to put a lot of effort into Tarkin, and he's still not like a good character to use in fights. It's pretty funny. I try to use him sometimes, and it's just like this low gear Poggle the Lesser does better, and Poggle's mods are atrocious. I mean, he's got 2 1-dot mods, 1 2-dot mods, and I'm not saying Poggle is good, but he's doing better than Grand Moff Tarkin. Grand Moff Tarkin needs to be in the right team to really be effective, and alongside the Geos is not that place. And Newt Gunray, even lower gear than Poggle, he's doing better than Tarkin too. But we have to work on Tarkin because he is our fleet commander. And we have been able to break into the top 5 about half the time lately. And top 5 fleets is 300 crystals, you guys. 300 crystals plus. Half the time we're able to get in there, and the other half the time we've been able to hold out with this 200 crystals. So our fleet strategy is working. Going for the fleets first is working, but where that hurts us is that hurts us in things like we're trying to do today, where we are trying to do these challenges. If you had something like the Phoenix, or maybe if you had Jedi at 5 stars under the Bastila lead, you'd have no trouble with these at all. And I think we're going to be able to do all right in these challenges. I don't expect to have much issue, but we're level 77. You should be able to have these maxed out way before this. But we were not able to do that because the team we chose is good in fleet, but they're not very good elsewhere. Until we get the Geonosian Brood Alpha, our Geos are just okay everywhere else. But let's get into this. Let's see. We've done the health mods, tier 3. We've done the defense mods. We've done the crit damage mods. Excellent. So we should be at crit chance. Okay, this is our first one we've got to attempt. As you can see, we attempted it in the past. We did get 1 star, which means that we already got the crystals for this. But we want to be able to sim the crit chance mods. Crit chance mods is something we need a lot right now. So let's do it. We've got Newt Gunray as our leader, and then we've got the Geos. Let's get in here and see if we can get into some trouble. Okay. Now, I've been learning how to use the Geos as I've been going down this journey. Because anytime you use a starting team exclusively at the beginning, and that's like you use them for everything, you learn little tweaks about how to do this team well. And one of the things that I'm learning, actually, believe it or not, is that Geonosian Soldier's special, as much damage as it does, it's not usually the right thing to do. If you look, it deals physical damage to the target enemy, and it calls a random ally to assist. If the assisting ally is Geonosian, both attackers deal 25% more damage. So it has the possibility of doing good damage. And even when we get the bonus, and we get to pick who assists, it still, most times, is not going to be what we want to do. What we want to do is actually this basic attack. It deals a little bit of damage, but it inflicts tenacity down. Now, tenacity down is a debuff that cannot be resisted. Even if they have tenacity up, they cannot resist tenacity down. It doesn't matter how much tenacity they have, tenacity down will stick. So this is like a guaranteed debuff. Now, I don't know how it works on like Padme. I think that they cannot be debuffed while they have protection up. But when it comes to a tenacity check, the tenacity down will always stick. So you don't have to put any potency on Soldier. No potency is necessary for this ability to stick. And when a Geonosian on their turn inflicts a debuff, Spy gets 35% turn meter. Now, I don't know if we've got his ability upgraded all the way. We might get like 30% turn meter, but when it's a fully upgraded, it's 35% turn meter. So watch, even though Newt is almost about to go, remember the blue bar is their turn meter. When Soldier uses his basic, Spy is going to be the one that goes next, because Spy's blue bar is going to go up, and he's going to get another turn. And as you know, Spy is our big hitter. He's the guy that does the silent strike. So we want to give him as many turns as possible. Now watch this. Spy's debuffs. He grants all Separatist allies potency up. So we all get a buff for 2 turns. And then he exposes all enemies for 2 turns. So he gives himself potency up. So you don't really have to put potency on Spy either, because Spy's going to give himself potency up. Now potency would help a little, you know, it would help a little, but you don't have to go crazy with potency on Spy, because the potency up will increase his potency. Anyway, and then he exposes all enemies for 2 turns. This ability cannot be evaded. So remember that when a Geonosian ally inflicts a debuff on their own turn, then Geonosian Spy gets turn meter. Well, that counts for himself as well. If he applies this to all 3 people, then he's going to actually go again also before Newt gets to go. Let's see if he does it. Yep, all 3 people, look. So he gets 35, 35, 35%. That's 100% turn meter. So he gets to immediately go again. And now the enemies are all exposed. Now, I'm over-explaining this, but I'm just trying to help you guys see that if the true damage dealer of the Geonosian team is Geonosian Spy, then the best thing to do is to give him lots of turns. And everybody on this team has a way that they can give Spy turn meter. So it's something to consider when you are using the Geonosians. How many turns can you give Spy? And then that'll determine how quickly and efficiently you can kill the enemy. So we shouldn't need the silent strike to kill these people. We should be able to just knock them out. Let's put the extortion on this guy over here. Okay, let's finish her off. Now, once again, Poggle has a good ability where he gives offense up and calls an assist. But on his basic, he can inflict ability block. Now, the ability block needs a little potency to be more reliable, but even without any potency, as long as Soldier puts tenacity down on somebody, then Poggle should be able to hit that ability block. And then here we go, Spy's getting another turn. Now it doesn't work when Soldier kills the enemy. It doesn't apply tenacity up and then do the damage. It does the damage and then applies a tenacity down, rather. So if Soldier's going to finish somebody off, it doesn't give Spy any turn meter, which that kind of sucks, but I guess it is what it is. Now this ability here, it can stagger the enemy, and stagger is a debuff. So if the stagger hits, that gives Spy a turn. Let's try the ability block. That didn't hit. But just the idea here is just how many turns can we give to Spy, and thereby demolishing the enemy even more quickly. Let's go ahead and finish him off with Spy. Now remember, Newt gets an extra bonus free life if he gets killed. So it's not going to ruin our 3-star run if Newt gets killed. But if Newt gets killed twice, it definitely is. Man, I'm like not silent striking with Spy. I probably should. I probably should be. I also probably should be taunting with Sunfat because he's nice and tanky right now. Let's do that. Let's try to not let Newt die. Let's try to not let Newt die until maybe like the last round. Alright, tenacity down, give Spy turn meter. We can get an expose out there. Alright, well there goes Newt's first life. Let's hope he doesn't die again. Let's give Spy some turn meter. Spy goes back under stealth. Alright, we need to try to not let Newt die again. Let's finish him off. We can't taunt, but we can stagger. Let's stagger her. And then we can hit the stagger and possibly give Spy turn meter. Spy can silent strike this guy. And then we give Spy some more turn meter with the tenacity. Okay, these guys didn't even get a turn. That's good. All right, as long as Newt doesn't die again, we should be able to 3-star this one. And it looks like a single person, which is great. Now, if you guys remember, the last time we did this, Han came in here and he wrecked our world, man. He wrecked our world. Tenacity down. Let's give Spy some turn meter. Expose. Did not work. Mass assist. What's up, Kassir? Welcome to the stream, sir. You're not late, you're just in time for our first 3-star on our first mod challenge. Woo! There we go. There we go, there we go. So we can now sim the crit chance mods. Yeah, Kassir says he remembers when Han wrecked our world, man. He just kept shooting and shooting. Well, let's go ahead and we already know we don't get the achievement for that one because we had already completed it. But let's jump into another one. We have a couple more to do. We have 3 more to do. So let's get into the tenacity. I don't know what's waiting for us at the end of any of these. At the end of any of these runs. That last round is generally going to be the one that's the most difficult. So we'll give Spy some turn meter. Let's start off with a silent strike. Get him out of here. This guy looks a little tankier. We're going to put the extortion on him. Hopefully we can kill... Well, I was going to say hopefully we can kill TIE Fighter Pilot before he even goes. But that did not work. Spy gets more turn meter. Let's give Spy some more turn meter. Let's finish him off. And why not? We'll do the mass assist and finish him off. Round 1. Let's get into round 2. We're gonna put the tenacity down on the Imperial officer. Let's see if we can get these guys right out of here. Excellent. Let's get a taunt. Try to save Newt from dying the first time too early. Let's just use a basic and finish him off. No need to get fancy with the extortion. All right. All right. Now, as I said before, if you were using the Phoenix, then you should have had this done, or should have been able to have this done quite a while ago, because the Phoenix are just crazy survivable. And they're kind of like this team where if you learn just how to use them just right, you can punch way above your weight with the Phoenix. All right, let's get some exposes out there. Let's try to do a big hit on somebody to one-shot him, and then I would like to finish this guy off. But I would also like to give Spy turn meter with my basic, and I will kill him so I won't give the turn meter. So let's do that. We'll finish him off with Newt. More turn meter. Spread the tenacity down around a little bit more. Finish him off. Can we get an ability block? Yes, more turn meter for our buddy Spy. More turn meter for Spy. I don't mean to be a broken record here, guys, but ever since I've kind of been learning about how the engine of this team is basically Geos getting debuffs on their turn to give Spy turn meter. That's been kind of an exciting thing that I've been experimenting with. All right, we have another comment from Mark Dennis. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Always glad to have you. You and Kassir are 2 of my most faithful viewers and subs, and we always hang out in the Discord. Speaking of the Discord, you guys, we've got the Discord link in the description. Please join the Discord and come hang out with us. There's lots of great discussions going on all hours of the day. I often wake up after sleeping all night and I see that Mark and Kassir or Jeshui Marshmallow have been talking in the Discord about strategies, about plans, and it's very focused on the early game experience, which is really what I'm going for with this stream and with this channel. I want to help early game players. So if you're an early game player, come into the stream and hang out with us. If you're a late game player and you want to hang out with some cool people, please do come and hang out. And we'll talk about anything you want to talk about. But a lot of the discussion, and maybe you're in a guild, maybe you're a new player, and you're in a guild with a lot of experienced people, and you feel silly asking questions like, which character should I Omega first on my team? And everybody in the endgame guild is like, just Omega everybody. What are you talking about? You know, do them all. And you're like, well, I want more specific guidance for the early game experience. That's what our Discord is all about. And I just added a new channel this morning that I'm very excited about, called Personal. I either called it Personal Achievements or Personal Accomplishments. I forget. But the idea is, yeah, Kassir says it's definitely cool. The idea with the Personal Achievements channel is that one of the ways that you prevent yourself from getting burned out in this game is acknowledging and celebrating the accomplishments and the achievements that you do. You can be excited about something as simple as, you know, I got my first 5-dot mod. You know, maybe it's your first 5-dot mod, or maybe you get to level 50 and you're like, I just got to level 50 and I unlocked mods. That's very exciting. Getting to level 60 and unlocking fleets. That's very exciting. Getting your first 7-star character, that's huge, so that you can participate in the raids. Or maybe something really big, like you've been working for gas for a long time and you finally got them unlocked and you want to post a picture of your 5-star gas. Everybody can celebrate, and we'll celebrate with you, and it'll build community. It'll build a sense of working together, and it'll help you to not get burned out in the game because you're celebrating the accomplishments that you are achieving, and we're all celebrating with you. Yeah, Mark Dennis says celebrating small victories. It's definitely one of the best ways to avoid burnout in this game. Because some of the grinds in this game, you guys, some of the grinds are long grinds. And at the end of it, you could be left thinking, oh my goodness, I don't even know what to do now. I've just finished this great, amazing thing, and I don't even know what to do now. The first thing you should do is celebrate. Celebrate. Alright, we're going to take that guy. Ooh, 57,000 damage. Spy was getting impatient during our discourse. And he said, I've been building up all this damage. I'm ready to unleash it. Like, you guys, the first time I made it into the top 5 in my Fleet Arena shard, I was so excited. I was posting pictures on Discord. I was talking about it in my guild chat. I was telling everybody that would listen because I was so excited about it. And it's worth being excited about, guys. It is. Alright. This is a little bit tougher of a fight. So instead of just trying to get an ability block out there to give Spy some turn meter, I'm going to try to get offense up so that everybody's doing more damage. We are going to call Spy for the assist. We got the stagger. Let's get the extortion on Palpatine. And tenacity down. If we get an expose on him, I don't know, guys. This might work. This might kill him. We have 4 buffs. He has 3 debuffs. Come on, baby. Okay, before I do this, I just want to be clear about something. Another thing that I've learned about Spy, okay? Right now, Spy has offense up, crit chance up, potency up, okay? On the enemy, there's an expose. Now, when you use the silent strike, it consumes everything, okay? Many of you already know that. It consumes everything, but what you may not know is that the offense up and the crit chance up does not contribute to the damage. It's not calculated before the silent strike. So he's not doing a silent strike buffed with offense up and crit chance up. He's doing a silent strike buffed with 2 additional buffs to consume. This expose is not going to do what it normally does. When you hit an expose, normally, it takes 20% of the health away from the enemy. It's just a flat 20% health damage. So exposes are really good to do on bosses that have a lot of health. So in this case, if I do the silent strike, I'm sacrificing the chance to get this 20% health damage. I'm sacrificing the damage I would do if I kept these buffs. And I am consuming all of it for 30% more damage for each effect dispelled this way. It dispels all status effects on himself and the target. This ability can't be evaded. So they can't dodge it, first of all, which is great. But second of all, you have to consider, in this case, this is actually one of those cases where it might actually do more damage to do a basic, because it will hit the expose, which will cause the 20% health, and it'll be fueled by an offense up and a crit chance up. So the basic might be better. But there's always that chance with Spy that he can one-shot, and I gotta go for the one-shot. Come on, Spy, Silent Strike. Oh, see, if you look, that's about how much damage he did. Probably just a little more than 20% health damage. And now he's out of stealth, which is bad. So that was actually an example of a bad decision. I should have done the basic. Even though we had several things to consume, it possibly would have done more damage the other way, and I would have stayed in stealth. So just something to consider, you guys, when you're using your Spy. The attack that he is, the Silent Strike that he's about to do is not buffed by his buffs any more than the fact that he's trying to remove, he's getting bonus damage for every buff and debuff dispelled. Let's see if we can finish off Palpatine. Nice. Alright, I think we can just put it on auto now that we got the big damage guy out of the way. So yeah, this is just a little discussion about the Geos, and I'm going to be discussing them more because once we replace Newt Gunray with Geonosian Brood Alpha, these Geos are going to be able to take on teams that are way stronger than them, as far as, like, if you look at the galactic power of the team. So here we go. This is not really a big accomplishment, but I'm still going to celebrate it. 5 stars, 5 mods, 3 stars on the tenacity mods. I need tenacity mods, and we are going to partially celebrate it by going in here and getting our crystals. There we go. Tenacity mods tier 3. 40 crystals. I love it. I love it. Let's go get some more. Let's go get some more. Here we go. That was tenacity. Let's go for offense. I love offense mods, you guys. If I could only farm 2 types of mods, it would be offense mods and defense mods. And that's weird because offense is for attackers and defense is for tanks. But I personally believe that offense mods and defense mods are the 2 best kinds of mods in the game. And that you can put 4 offense mods and 2 defense mods on an attacker, and they will still do extra offense, but they'll also be a lot more survivable because of the 1 defense set. And if your attacker dies, then your damage is gone. So if I only had 2 that I could farm, it would be offense and defense. But thankfully, we have more to choose from. There are some characters that just want straight speed. They don't care about offense. Somebody like C-3PO, somebody like Hermit Yoda, they don't do any damage. They need speed, so that's where you need those speed mods. But somebody like Anakin, somebody like Spy, you would really rather have an offensive set, either crit damage or offense, instead of speed, because the offense is more important than the speed on those characters. Alright, Kassir is saying, I actually found out recently you only need G11 Geos for Watt. Kassir, I'm not sure where you got that information from, but it is absolutely true. If you're in a guild that is getting all the platoons on Darkside Geonosis Territory Battle, you will not find a YouTube video of somebody using Gear 11 Geos without those platoon buffs. In the Geonosian Territory Battles, you guys, there is a special mission that is the only place, until recently, it's the only place that you can get Wat Tambor. The Geonosian team is required for that special mission, and that is why we are working on that first, so that we can, and indeed have, earn our way into a good guild, because they want Wat-ready Geos, okay? But here's the thing. If I was to stop at Gear 11 with my Geos, then I would not get a Watt Shard in this guild, because this guild, even though I say it's a good guild, and I definitely believe that it is, it's only like 75,000 power right now. We are all building towards the Darkside GOTB, but we're not even able to attempt it yet. I think you have to be 80 million, maybe at 75, I forget, but The point is, we're close, but we're not there yet. And when we get there, we're not going to have all the tunes required to fill the platoons. So we're going to have Geonosian teams that can stand up on their own instead of having to be kind of propped up by the platoons. But yeah, Kassir, it's definitely possible if you were in maybe, I don't even know what the really strong Senate guilds are. You do, though, because you're an officer in the Senate. If you were in one of the guilds where they're like filling all the platoons every time, then all you would have to have is the Gear 11 Geos. But in Kashyyyk, I think you'd definitely do better to have all Gear 12 and a half, and maybe one of them relicked. Kassir says it's 80 million to get into the dark side GOTB. So yeah, we don't even have the GP yet to get into the dark side GOTB. But we're heading there. We're heading there, and I guess while we're talking about it, one of the things I wanted to talk about today was how do you know if your guild is a good guild, okay? Because what most people would say, I bet most people would say, it has to do with the GP of the people that's in your guild. And that's a very big factor. How strong is your guild? How good is your guild based on how many people, or what's the galactic power of your guild? A lot of people say like 200 million plus galactic power is a good guild, and it's true, it is, but there's other factors to consider when you're trying to decide how do you know if you've got a good guild. And I'm about to lose Poggle if I'm not careful, so I need to pay a little bit closer attention. But here's my 2 cents on the issue. A good guild has, I'm going to say 3 things because I'm trying to formulate this thought in my mind. I'm just going to call it. A good guild has 3 things. One of them, activity. It doesn't matter how much power your guild has if they're not active players. All right, you can have some of the guilds that I've experienced or been around have like their most powerful player at like 6.5, 7 million galactic power, but they don't play the game anymore. They're there in the guild, but they don't play the game anymore because they got burned out, because they didn't celebrate their victories enough. You guys, we got another 5-dot challenge complete, and we got some more crystals. But anyway, before we go into the final mod challenge, just look at our guild real quick. Activity is the first one. How active are your guild members? Okay, and so in order to find that out, you can go into the guild tab, you can go into this tab and go to last activity. Okay, now this is not the only factor to consider, but what you want to do is you want to scroll to the bottom of the list, and you want to see how many people at the bottom of the list are showing like a couple of days to a week since they've played. If you've got 7, 8, 9, 10 people, some guilds have like 15 people or more down here that it like barely play, and maybe when they do play, it'll refresh this activity, but maybe when they do play, they don't get their tickets. So you can click on tickets and you can scroll down and look. You want to be in a guild. Look at how many 600s. This guild takes tickets seriously. There's a couple people here, and these people in Discord right now are being harassed because everybody has to be in Discord. Everybody that's not producing their tickets, we have a minimum of 400 tickets, but as you see, that translates into most people getting 600 tickets. So the first one is activity. You want people to be active, you want them to be getting their tickets because that creates a lot of raids. The second thing that tells you if your guild is good, Kassir says, how do you know you got a good guild? When I'm in it. That's how you know you got a good guild. And he's talking about himself. You're right, Kassir. If you're in a guild, you make it good. And you're working on it. Kassir's working on making the guild he's in even better. Mark Dennis says shameless guild ads. Yeah, this is a shameless guild ad. But so the first thing is activity. Are the members in your guild active? The second thing is the raids. Are you able to do all 3 of the base raids, the pit, the Sith raid, and the tank raid? Are you able to do all 3 of them on heroic? Is there anybody in your guild that is able to solo these raids, or a couple people that can finish these raids so that the whole guild is getting heroic rewards? You want to be getting heroic rewards, and that goes hand in hand with the first point, and that is that the people are active. So everybody's active, getting lots of raid tickets, and then the raid tickets that you are generating, the guild is turning into heroic raids, so that you can be getting lots of gear and character shards. And then the third thing to know if you're in a good guild, and this is actually something that I'm wanting to work on with Lothal because they're amazing at the first 2, but the third thing to know if you're in a good guild is, are they talkative? Do they talk? Do they just chat or celebrate their accomplishments? Do we celebrate each other's accomplishments? This is one of the things that I personally want to try to have an influence in Lothal. And if there's any Lothalians here watching the stream, please help me out with this. Let's be more talkative in the chat, because if you're friendly and you're friends with your guild members, that just makes the whole game experience more fun. You can see this chat, it's full of serious players doing upgrades, all these upgrades, Zetas and 7 stars and all this stuff. But there's not a lot of chatting. So those are the top 3 things that I think make a good guild. Free-to-play nation's perspective, you've got, are the players in your guild active? Are you able to do all 3 raids on heroic? And are they talkative and friendly? And if you have all 3 of those things, you can be sure that you have a good guild. And if you don't have those things, that doesn't mean you want to leave the guild. Maybe that just means you can use your influence to make some improvements in the guild. Alright, let's get back into this. Mod challenges. We've got one more to do. One of the things that Kassir, whoops, not Sim. That's not right. I don't want to use my energy like that. I want it. There we go. One of the things that Kassir is good at is he is knowledgeable about the Star Wars universe beyond just the movies, and so he'll start a conversation in Discord. And a lot of the conversations we have are on Discord. Just because I showed you the guild chat and there's not a lot of activity there, that doesn't mean there's no activity. We still talk in the Discord. We have several channels that we talk on. But you can start a conversation about maybe like this, okay? Thrawn. Grand Admiral Thrawn is a character that I don't know a lot about, but I have heard that the books that are about Grand Admiral Thrawn that just came out a few years ago, I've heard they're really good. So I am about to start listening to them on Audible. I'm about to buy them on Audible. I've got Audible for my cell phone. It's one of the things I like to do while I'm at work. I like to listen to stuff. And I'm about to start listening to the Thrawn book. So you better believe I'm going to be hitting up Kassir, and I'm going to be hitting up my other buddies who like the stuff that's outside of the movies. And I want to talk about these books that I'm reading because they're going to be interesting and exciting. And just talking about Star Wars or talking about life. Some people like to talk about exercise. There's a lot of people who are big into exercise on our Discord. Some people like to talk about specific areas of the game, like maybe you are having trouble with galactic challenges, or maybe you're having trouble with conquest, or maybe you are facing a tough opponent in Grand Arena and you want to kind of post some pictures and try to get some advice about how to do this or that, or maybe you just want to just talk and hang out. The more sociable your guild is, the more fun you guys are going to have going through this game together. Now there are times Kassir says Thrawn is great. Alright, cool. So I know I got Kassir I can talk about. I can talk about Thrawn with Kassir. AoE. I forgot about, we got to worry about the AoEs on this one. Let's take some turn meter away from Lando. Let's finish him off. Let's get an ability. Ooh, I should have got the ability block in the middle. Anyway, Kassir says he's really glad I've decided to listen to the books. I am too, man. I'm excited. I'm excited. And let me tell you guys this. I forgot what I was talking about just a second ago. Forgive me, you guys. That thought is completely gone. I don't know what it was. But here's a new thought. A few weeks ago, about a month ago, I had an idea. I said, I'm facing so many whales in my Fleet Arena shard, I think I'm going to go through Moby Dick on Audible. Moby Dick, as many of you guys know, is a very old book. It's not very old, like 1850, right? It's an old book. Oof, Poggo's not looking good. This one might be giving us a run for our money, you guys. Hopefully we can make 3 stars. We could try it multiple times if we don't. But anyway, Moby Dick. I said Moby Dick will be fun. It's all about hunting the white whale, and I'm hunting whales in my Fleet Arena shard, so it'll be fun. Moby Dick is not fun, you guys. Moby Dick is so boring. Oh my gosh. I was listening. First of all, I opened up, I bought the book on Audible, whatever. I started to listen to it, and it said like 20 something hours, which I know that's not a huge amount of time, but compared to a lot of the other books out there, it's like 20 something hours. So I'm like, all right, if this is good, like I love the Lord of the Rings books, and they're long. I say, if this is good, then that's going to be great to have that much good content. I got about an hour into it, and I had major regrets. But I said, doggone it, I'm going to finish this book before I do anything else. Oh, don't kill anybody. Alright, it's time to taunt Sunfact. Okay. So, I got into Moby Dick, and I finished it last night. Speaking about accomplishments, I finished Moby Dick last night. It took about everything I had to finish that book, you guys. It was not pretty. Kasir says Moby Dick is a slow read. Yeah, it's a slow read. It definitely is a slow read. It's like super descriptive. Like I thought it was a book about chasing a white whale, right? That's what I thought it was about. It isn't. It's a book about whaling. It's a book all about whaling, like all about whaling. And every chapter is like super descriptive. Super way too descriptive about every part of whaling, which could be interesting to some people, but it's not what I thought I was getting into. Anyway, here we go, guys. We got the last one. Let's check and make sure. I'm pretty sure that's all the mod challenges 3-starred. We've got that one 3-starred. We've got that one 3. Oops. Uh-oh, I just clicked on something. What did I just click on? Hang on. What did I just do? Is there a back button? I don't know if you guys can still see the stream or not. I cannot see it anymore. Hopefully you guys can. Let me see if I can figure out what I clicked on here. Dashboard. Oh boy, now I'm clicking on all kind of other stuff. Anyway, let's see if I can just get back into the game. Come on, there's a button I can click on here. I know it. I know it. Studio mode. Nope. Alright, well anyway, let's get back into the game. I'll try to figure that out in a minute. Okay. There we go. I am over here clicking on the wrong thing, you guys. Hopefully I don't screw anything up. Alright. So let's go. Did we get the last bit of crystals? We did not. Look at that. Look, guys, look at that. We now are swimming in the crystals. 530. I love it. I love it. Oh, that's what we were doing. We were just making sure. I know we got crit damage. We started with crit chance, then tenacity, then offense. Yep, that's it. That's it for that. All right, excellent. Excellent. Fantastic. Okay, well, let's see what's next. I would love to start spending some of these crystals, you guys, but I have 26 minutes until the guild activities. Oh, 36. I'm not good with math. We've established that. We have established that. 36 minutes for this right here. But we can, because I don't want to start spending a bunch of energy when I've already got my 600 tickets. I'm trying to transition into the afternoon streaming schedule, and I want to do my dailies on stream with you guys because I want you to see just how I do it. That's one of the big questions, is how people do their dailies. But this is about to change over in 5 minutes. Oh my gosh, you guys, I almost missed this. Okay, let's do this. We gotta do this. We got 5 minutes. Buy these stuff in the store. Buy this stuff in the store. Woo! We almost missed it. Okay. We have enough to buy some 5s. Excellent. And look, see, look at this, guys. 3,300. I don't hold back in this store. I mean, I don't buy everything that I want. I have certain things that I'm going for. But because I'm in an active guild that's able to do heroic raids, they're keeping me flush with, and all of us, everybody in the guild is staying flush with the guild currency, which that's momentum. That helps us grow. Helps us grow. I don't know where I've gotten all these Finn shards from. Look at that. Finn's almost unlocked. I haven't farmed him one bit. So in this store, we're going for low gray. Low gray has been suspiciously absent lately. I don't know what's going on with low gray. For a while, yeah, Kassir, I'm switching Monday. Thank you for pointing that out. As a reminder, today's Thursday, the 29th. Yeah, the 29th of July, 2021, so we can date it for the future. Next Monday, 4 days from now, I will start streaming in the evening instead of the morning. That is 5 p.m. Eastern is when the stream will start after that. And I'm going to be kind of running into the house after work, hurrying up and throwing on my headset, so I don't have time for technical difficulties. Hopefully the technical difficulties will not be much of an issue. Hopefully. Alright, so what we're doing in this store is we're going for low gray. We're going for either Rex or Echo. Either one we see, we're going for them. So we actually have 3 characters we're going for in here right now. And I'm seeing these other characters that I want. And I want to go for them. Not yet. Got to finish one thing before you go to the next one. So we're going for our characters. So we're also going for this cheap gear. Trying to keep it at 50. Trying to keep it at 50. Trying to keep it at 50. So we're successful there. And then if we have extra, we're going up here and we're trying to buy the rare gear that you can only get from raids. Okay? This gear you can get from farming. This gear you can get from farming. This as well. Plus we have bunches of those. This right here, you can only get it from raids. You can't farm it. Or from stores. But you can't farm it with energy. So we want to try to stay on top of this kind of gear. And that would be the Mark V droid collars. The Mark V fusion furnaces. And the Mark VII Nubian something. I don't know. I'll point it out when I see it, and just for right now, just burn this into your mind. You'll need 1 million of these, and so you can remember that. And I only have 2 minutes, so I gotta stop Jabberjawn. Does it take anybody else 5 minutes to get through the stores? I'm thinking not. I'm thinking it doesn't take anybody else 5 minutes to get through these stores. But anyway, we're going for Kanan. There we go. And in here, we're going for the spy. Let's do the spy and the soldier. That'll take us down to 0. I don't like to be at 0, but we haven't done our galactic war for the day, so we can buy some energy. We can buy some stuff there. We've already purchased what we want out of here, but just as a reminder, we're going for our Geonosian ships. We're going for, sometimes Darth Vader's ship comes up here, and sometimes in this spot, General Grievous shows up. Once we get at least one of our Geonosian ships to 7 stars, we're going to start adding Vader shards to the mix in this store, because we do want a 7-star Darth Vader before the end of time. Okay, we're pretending like we don't have any of this currency, and the reason is because this is what we're going to use to get gas to 7 stars when we unlock him, and it takes 70,000 of that currency to do so. And then anything beyond 70,000, we're probably going to use on Hermit Yoda. But I want to make sure we have 70,000 in the bank, and that's going to take a while to get. Kassir says he doesn't take that long to get through the stores, that's for sure. And look, we're getting close on Grievous. And in fact, we're getting so close on Grievous, I think we might unlock Grievous before level 85. And if that's the case, I'm going to go in here. Currently, I have this Grand Arena squad here. I've put Asajj Ventress in here. I might put Grievous in here instead, because in that case, you're going to have Newt, Magna Guard, Dooku, Grievous, and Droideka. That's going to be Grievous and 2 droids, so 3 droids altogether. I think that might do better. And if that's the case, I might run Grievous lead instead of Newt Gunray lead. But Grievous isn't that good at 4 stars. He's not. He's probably better than Asajj at 4 stars. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. But these teams, you know, the plan is coming together. We're working on a plan to get Yoda. We know we can't start farming Brood Alpha until we get to level 83 or 82. I don't remember, but I will be looking. This team requires Palpatine. That's kind of a tough spot for me. I don't know exactly what's going to happen with that team. This is the Palpatine unlock plan. We should be getting Han Solo before level 85. Kenobi we know we want for the Jedi team. Kanan we're going to be using for the Jedi team. And Stormtrooper Han, we might not, I don't know. This might flip. This team might flip. But we want to try to get Palp unlocked. This is kind of a work in progress, I'm not sure. This is the team we've done the most work on. Our bounty hunters. I would like them all to be gear 8. Because that's when their contract unlocks. And the bounty hunter team, what is it? If not for the contracts, is what really makes that team. But anyway, that's a quick update there. Kassir says Asajj is trash outside of Night Sisters. She is. She is not. She's certainly less than ideal. However, she is the leader for the droids when you're unlocking gas. She's the leader. So you got to have her, and you got to at least have her gear 12. So there's certainly no reason for me to hold back with Asajj. It's just specifically before level 85, I want to try to have as strong a team as possible to take into Grand Arena. That's all. All right, well, the shop just refreshed. We might as well knock it out while we got it here. There's another discussion that I wanted to have. And I really wanted to have infographics. I wanted to have infographics like my beautiful infographics last time. But the time that I was going to use to make infographics was all taken up with technical difficulties. So we'll see. Kathir says she has no separatist lead though. Yeah, man, that's just, it's tough, isn't it? That they make you do that. It's tough they make you do that with the gas team. Okay, Rex is right here. And we're going for him. We've got enough to unlock Rex. I would love to have a clones team because we've got enough to unlock Rex, Fives, and Echo. I would love to have a clones team instead of the Ewok team. Here's the problem with a clones team. Fives' sacrifice ability hurts the team until you get his Zeta. Okay? Let's take a look at it. Here's more of this stuff. I don't really want to spend that much, but I'm going to. There we go. Okay. We got our cheap gear under control, 50-50-50. We've purchased the people out of here that we want, so we're taking a little bit of the extra stuff, and we're buying some more of these, because we need a bunch of those. No currency there. We just spent all of that. Now let's look here. Geospy. Ooh, Geospy is getting close, you guys. Only need 30 more shards until Spy is maxed out, which means I better save some credits, too. There's Grievous. Love it. Love it! Sorry for shouting. I don't mean to shout into the mic. Okay, and then this is where the stun guns will show up. Mark 5 stun guns if they're here, and they're not. So we're gonna not spend our little bit of currency there. Mark Dennis says clones is the next galactic challenge. Something to consider, man. Something to consider, because I have... That's definitely something to consider. Galactic challenges are worth putting a little, you know, they could give you some direction. We've got Omega. Omega doesn't do anything unless she's with the Bad Batch. All of her abilities are Bad Batch focused. But we do have 5 clones that we could do. I don't really want to put a bunch of work into Clone Sergeant this early though. But what I was saying is we could do a clones team with Rex lead, right? Rex lead, Fives, and Echo. But here's the problem. Fives is tactical awareness. Yeah, even if you get it all the way up to the last tier without the Zeta, whenever another 501st Clone Trooper ally would be defeated while Fives is active, they recover 100% health and Fives is defeated instead. Well, Fives is really hard to kill, and all the other clones are not. They're all squishy, which means that if we put this team together, we're basically giving the enemy a free kill on Fives by just killing Rex twice or Echo twice or something like that. But once we get the Zeta, if Fives is defeated this way, 501st Clone Trooper allies gain all of his max health, protection, speed, and offense until the end of the battle. That turns the clones into super clones. That's when you basically lose if you don't kill Fives first. So the clone team is really good after you get the Zeta on Fives, but not before. Not before. So that's why I'm considering holding off on the clones team, because I have Zetas I want to put on other characters first before Fives. All right, let's jump into the war. I normally like to do the first 6 battles before the stream. I just didn't have time this time. Technical difficulties, as always. So we're going to knock out a few of these battles, and then we're going to see what other dailies we can do before we spend our energy. Whenever I do a galactic war, I like to use my strongest team first. The team that's like my come in and kill tough people team. Because then they're primed and ready with turn meter and everything to let's finish him off. Oh, I didn't finish him off. Let's finish him off with Spy. Hopefully crits. Yes, back in stealth. Let's give Spy some turn meter. We're gonna let Boba Fett take a turn before we kill him, and then we're gonna kill him. So ideally what we come away with here is we come away with all of our cooldowns reduced and ready to go for the first tough fight that we come across. I'm gonna go ahead and do that just to get the debuffs off me. We're just gonna basic our way home from here. And then I bring in my team that we get through most of the Galactic War with, which is my Gear 6 Jedi. Gear 6 and Gear 7 Jedi, which is just shameful. It's shameful. But look here, we're getting close, guys. Look. It's day 60. We unlocked Galactic War. I don't remember what day it was in the stream. I feel like it was like day 8. Day 1, day 4. It might have been day 4. I don't know. It was relatively early. But we've missed, I would say we've missed 8 to 10 total completions. But we're close. If we finish this Galactic War today, we will be to 49 out of 50. Now, this does not mean that we're close to simming it. You can't sim it unless you're level 85. You see that? But if you get to level 85 and you have not completed 50, then you still need to complete 50 before you're able to sim it. Now, this used to be 150, you guys. This used to be 150 completions. When they first came out with the ability to simulate Galactic War, you had to have completed 150 Galactic Wars. And a lot of the players that had been playing for a long time had already completed 150. But then they reduced it. I think they reduced it to 100 and then 50. They may have taken it straight down to 50. But yeah, imagine that, 150 Galactic Wars. It's like, yeah, sure, you're level 85, but for the next 4 months, 5 months, you still have to do your Galactic War. It'd be like, no, I earned it. Give it to me. Give it to me. Here, look at this, Gear 6. Ah, it's a shame. It's a shame. Basil is dying really easy these days. I'm gonna have to put some work into these Jedi soon. I keep saying that, but here's the problem, you guys. if I don't get top 5 in fleets, my only burning desire and passion is to get top 5 in fleets. And so I'm like, I'm going to put all my work into my fleet so I can get top 5 tomorrow, because yesterday I didn't get it. It's like, oh, I didn't get it yesterday. I got to put all my work into fleet. So all my energy, all my credits, everything goes into my 4 characters that I'm using for fleet. Now, to be fair, I am using Ahsoka and Anakin in fleet as well. And it would be smart to put some work into them, because that'll help me on the fleets as well. But that doesn't help poor Gear 6 Basila at all. It just doesn't. Oh boy. We're in trouble here, guys. This is a tougher team than I'm used to for team number 2. Mark Dennis says, isn't Kanan ready yet for your Jedi? Here's the thing, Mark. First, he's ready to unlock, right? I can unlock him. But here's the thing about my team as you're seeing it before you right now. The only person that does real damage is Spy. And if I were to replace Spy with Kanan, you're replacing a significant damage dealer with somebody who does almost no damage. Kanan does almost no damage because he's a tank. So, yes, he could replace Spy in that sense, because he's a Jedi and Spy is not. But then where would my damage be? Where would my damage be, you know? What I want to do is unlock Kanan to 5 stars, get him to 5 stars, and then use him to get Yoda. And then replace Spy with Yoda, because Yoda does big damage, right? That's what I want to do. And I'm working on it, but only ever so slowly. Alright, let's do one more of these. One more of these, and then I'm going to try to figure out what button I pushed on my stream, because it's kind of wigging me out. But I have my little old cell phone here, you guys, that I used to use before the phone I currently have, and I've got the stream pulled up on it so I can see that you guys can see the game capture. And as long as you can see the game capture, I'm not going to mess with it much more than that, because boy oh boy, it is finicky right now. Whether or not it's showing the game capture is very finicky. Alright, so I'm not really saying anything helpful for the fights here. Let's turn that around. Let me get a little more focused, okay? This is not a very hard team. We're going against the Resistance. Okay, we've got a Finn lead. And it's been a while since I fought a Finn lead. But what I basically have done so far is I've taken out the pilot and I took out the... what is his name even? The Resistance Trooper. So I took out the Resistance pilot, I took out the Resistance Trooper, because these 2 remaining guys are tanks, and the other 2 guys are basically what the team's version of a DPS is. And the rule in Galactic War, and really any fight, if possible, take out the damage dealers first, save the tanks and the healers for last, because in Galactic War you can use a healer tank combo to really get your cooldowns reset and get your characters healed up for the next fight. So the rule's kind of the same regardless of what team you're fighting, and it is no different here. We're saving Finn and Luminara for last. Now Luminara is not a Resistance, but that is the healer that they put into this team. So we're saving Finn and Luminara for last. Now, even though Finn's a tank, he can do some serious damage. So I killed him before Luminara. Luminara is just not capable of damage. Just about not capable of damage. So we're save her for last and just whittle her down, and there she goes. There she goes. I'm not gonna mess with the stream. I'm not gonna mess with it because we could very well lose something. So let's do some of the other dailies that we can do. We can do this. I'm still holding out hope that there might be a chance that we can get to level 78, you guys. I don't think there is. But I'm holding out hope, and I'm trying to do certain dailies and not others in order to find out if it's possible. The only daily that I'm really trying not to do is the Ship Ability Mat Challenge, because the Ship Ability Mat Challenge here The next tier of it unlocks at level 78, and we're not level 78, but we're close. I wonder if we can trigger the daily without completing the challenge. Probably not. Let's see here. What have we got so far? All right, we've got 15. Ooh, we got to claim this energy. I didn't need to claim that energy. I could have waited. Look at that experience, though. Look how close we're getting. It's not going to be enough, though. Doggone it, it's not going to be enough. All right, we need to do light side battles, squad arena battles, fleet arena, enhance a ship, and then fleet challenge. It says finish. It does say finish one fleet challenge. Well, what we can do then is we can go in here and do one here. Sim 1. Okay. And that should be the daily, and that means it'll give us one fight. If we are somehow able to make it to level 78, it'll give us one fight of the new stuff. Let's spend some. The fleet arena energy does not count towards your raid tickets, so we can go ahead and spend fleet arena energy. We need to be on hard. We've done that already. Uh-oh, I did it again. There we go. All right. 2 Sunfax shards. That's a good day. That's a good day. We'll put a little work into Bastila, and we're gonna spend more ship energy, but just for now. Just for now, that'll be fine. Let's do a squad arena. I am just not able to break into this top 200, you guys. My team is just not cutting it. Very rarely am I able to do it. Holy moly, look at that. Look at that Ahsoka. Look, their name is Ahsoka Tano. That makes sense. Their name's Ahsoka Tano. I don't think I'm going to win this fight, but this is the only person about our level, so let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. Alrighty, I was going to say it kind of depends on who goes first here. So what we've got is we've got a Vader who's very close to going. Vader's going to use the crush, alright? Vader's going to crush our team. That's going to give him 100% turn meter when he does, because he's under the Palpatine lead. We will lose this fight if Palpatine gets a lot of stuns on us with his stun ability, but if we get lucky and not a lot of stuns stick, we have a chance. We are going to go for Thrawn. Again, we're going to do the basic, give spy turn meter, get some exposes. Come on, baby, take Thrawn out. Yes, Thrawn is gone. Okay, here comes the crush, and then an immediate turn, and then he throws a Poggle. That's good. All right, let's put the extortion on Palpatine. That's not good. We just lost a bunch of turn meter. Okay, so we got 3 of us stunned, but some of us are not stunned. So we could give spy turn meter by staggering TIE Fighter pilot, or we could taunt with Sunfac, thereby drawing the fire away from our DPS. I think that's what we're going to do. Taunt with Sunfac. Okay, that should give our team the chance to kind of come back to life a little bit. We're going to see if we can finish off TIE Fighter pilot. Not quite. I want to finish off TIE Fighter pilot. We could stagger to give spy turn meter, but if we stagger him, we'll kill him, and we won't get the debuff, so let's just finish him off. I'd like to get an ability block to give spy turn meter. I just feel like it's going to have a better chance of sticking on Palpatine. It does stick. We're going to set up a mass assist on Vader. Oh, well, that didn't work. That's all right. We got a bunch of we had a bunch of debuffs. I should have just done the Silent Strike. That's all right. Let's do some damage on Vader. Big damage. Let's see if we can finish him off. Excellent. We still got the taunt. I think we got this, guys. Can we get the stagger? Yes. Let's call Spy to assist. Do the extortion. Excellent. Yeah, see, what I've got here with this team is I've got 2 really squishy characters. I've got Poggle and Newt are both really squishy, but I'm putting so much work into the other 3 that Sometimes I'm able to do something with this team. Sometimes. We'll take that. That's a W right there. Oh, this Aldridge. Remember this, guys? I'm pretty sure this is the same person that we fought like 3 times on the stream last time. With no luck. With no luck, because there's freaking Qui-Gon right there. Oh my goodness. Maybe we'll try that team. We'll see if we can find somebody that we don't lose so consistently against. Alright, let's do these challenges. Did we already? We did. We did. Let's see what we got in the Fleet Arena. Fleet Arena. Hey, there's our buddy Roger. Wow, we got knocked back to 15. Roger has already gotten his payout. So I could attack him. But, as I've said before, kind of the sweet spot to be in is the spot before the next tier of payouts. And this number 11, if I got to this number 11, I would be less likely to be knocked back before my payout, because my payout's not for almost 7 hours. I do a Fleet Arena during this time of day to show you guys. But here's something kind of exciting. When we start streaming, starting next week, we start streaming at 5 p.m. instead. We're going to be streaming during my arena payout into my Fleet Arena payouts. We'll be able to do the climb on stream. And you guys will be able to see all the fights and all the strategy, and we'll talk through it, and it'll be awesome. But for now, I think I'm going to go for Zot. Even though I know Roger's already had his payout, and I don't know what Zot's payout is, I'm going to try going for him. But he's tough, you guys. He's a tough competitor. He's got a Bosk here. The Bosk is not amazing, which is the only saving grace. So what we do when we go after Zot is we go all in on Houndstooth, unless we have an opportunity to blitz Spy. We basically just leave this ship alone. So we're going to try that. We have to do a Fleet Arena battle for our dailies anyway. So whether we win or lose, this will still count for our dailies. But of course we're going to try to win. We definitely want to win. Ooh, a dodge out of the gate. That's great. So I could try to blitz down Spy, or I could try to blitz down Bosk. Let's try blitzing down Spy. We have this ability is Spy's big hit. This is like his silent strike, kind of. They call it a surprise shot, which is like the same alliteration. Nice, there goes Spy. Okay, so he's taunting, but he did not get the breach. With Houndstooth, he taunts when he uses that ability, right? Bam, he taunts. But if he sticks a breach with it, on debuff on us, then he'll keep that taunt even if we dispel it. He'll keep bringing it back. So that's good for us that he did not get that breach. We're going to put some tenacity down on him. And then we're going to try to stun him with Sunfac if this does not ability block us, which it did. That's alright. Now we're just going to try to damage him down. You see how easily he's dying? This is not how Houndstooths normally are. This is only because his Bosk is low star, low gear. This is not because Houndstooth is a bad ship. Houndstooth is a great ship. But the only reason we're able to kind of get through it is because of how low gear it is. So this will not finish it, but it will mostly finish it, and then one more hit should finish him off. Maybe a good hit from Spy. Alright, so what we've got here is he's come in with Sunfac. Sunfac will taunt anytime one of us with a buff takes a turn. But Sunfac has counterattacks, so that kind of sucks that we have to attack Sunfac and he will attack us back. So I'm going to, long story short, I'm going to save my stun. This is a chance to stun. This is not a guaranteed stun, but I'm going to save the stun for Sunfac so that maybe we can stop those counterattacks. And this should finish off Houndstooth. Okay, so now we're going to buff our team, which is going to force us to attack Sunfac because we will have buffs. A big hit with Spy, that'll be a good start on Sunfac. Ooh, and a finish! A start and a finish. I like it. That big hit from Spy, you guys, that's very strong. We're going to save the stun because he's not buffed. The stun from Sunfac only works against buffed enemies. This is really good RNG, you guys. This is not just my fleet destroying the enemy fleet, which it is, but it's because we're getting really lucky. We got the dodge at the beginning. We were able to one-shot people with Spy's hit, which sometimes Spy misses with his hit, or somebody else misses, maybe it doesn't crit. We're just getting a lot of good RNG right now. So don't think it's this easy for me every time, because it is not. But that's the strat, you guys. That's the strat. Try to use Spy's big hit to snipe out somebody, and then work down the Houndstooth after that. So there we go. Now we're ranked number 11. And hopefully, I hate to say this to my buddy Roger, but hopefully people will jump over us and hit good old Mark Dennis rather than us, and we'll be able to stay at 11 until we actually try to do our climb. Now this guy, Sylphias, he was at number 1. No, that wasn't him. That wasn't him. That was Snikers. Snikers, I think we have the chance to beat. He was at number 1 yesterday. This guy... Nubian Benoob, this guy's been at number 1 forever, and look why. He's got a Relic 7. He's got a Relic 7 crew. He must have taken his crew out of the starting lineup because he had it in the starting lineup. That's weird. I wonder if he made his fleet easier to help his teammates. I'm kind of concerned, you guys, because I'm in a fleet arena shard, right? Discord. And in my Discord, we try to reach out to all these people and get them in the Discord so that we can coordinate payouts. You know, we don't want to attack each other during the payout. We want to attack each other at other times. So, but a lot of these people will not join the Discord. They won't, which makes me worried that they maybe have their own Discord already and that they're working together amongst themselves and we're not included. Because look at me and Roger, we're hanging in with our lower tier fleets, and so is Big Pat. But we're not able to beat these teams. And it looks like that Nubian actually made his fleet easier, which that's nice. That's nice. I wonder if he did that to be friendly, because he's been at rank 1. Nobody's been able to touch him. Nobody's been able to touch him. I don't know. Anyway, let's collect these couple of dailies. And we can enhance a ship. We are low on credits. So when we have lots of credits, we try to get our main fleet to the current level. When we're low on credits, I'm working on Anakin instead. See, we only have 659,000. I just put a level. Now, you don't even have to put a full level on a ship in order for it to count as enhancing a ship. You could do this. You could click your littlest droid right here, put 1 on there. It costs 570 credits. It doesn't take him up a full level, but it still enhances the ship. But it still counts for your daily. So, alright, Mark Dennis says, Calevra is in the Discord, and maybe Nubian soon. Oh, so you're actually, Nubian's talking. That would be great. Because he's the Kraken of the shard for sure. He is the Kraken. All right, we are close to being able to spend our energy. Let's see. 1 minute 47 seconds. So let's go ahead. Let's do this. Let's spend our crystals, and we just won't spend our energy. We want to see how close we can get to level 78. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. We're gonna do ship energy first, but I think we're gonna do mod energy too. Normally I do the Cantina energy. But because I'm trying to get as much experience as possible, we're doing this. We can actually do 1 Cantina energy also. Okay, so that's a whole bunch of crystals we just spent. There's a whole bunch of energy ready to be spent here in just a moment. Just a moment. 48 seconds. All right. Woo! Now, why am I waiting? Just to be clear, many of you know, but I'm waiting because this personal raid tickets, we've already gotten our 600 raid tickets for this 24-hour period. And in 28 seconds, that's going to change over. It's going to show 0 energy spent. And this only counts for regular energy and cantina energy, but this is how the guild earns the raid tickets. This is showing that we got 27,000 out of the 30,000 potential tickets for this 24-hour period, which means that we are earning almost the max of what we can, which means we are doing raids almost as quickly as we can. So if we go here, it shows that we have 0 of 600 because it just changed over. And now we're gonna go in here, we're gonna spend some energy. Okay. So we go to our squads, we go to our current farms, we go to Anakin. Anakin's getting close. He needs 60 more shards in order to be 7 stars. And we got 4 today, which that's a good day. I'm very happy with 4. Okay. Then we're not going for this droid, but we are going for the vulture droid, which is right here. And as I've said many times, one vulture droid shard, that's about average. That's fine. As I've said many times, we cannot put ships in the squad thing yet. So we have to go for the character that's attached to the same node as the ship. We are going for Droideka. Ooh, 8 Droideka shards. But we're also going for the Xanadu blood. That's a lot of Droideka shards. That's good. And then Jango. Jango we want. Houndstooth we really want. Okay, so there we go. We got basically 1 of each. We got 1 that turned into 2 for Jango, and we got 1 for Houndstooth. That's about average. I think the average is like 1.2 shards for a ship and like 2.4 shards for a character if you were to actually average it out. But I am not good at math, as we know. All right, and so that's 4 hard battles. We are doing 5 hard battles per day. This one I cannot put into the store because there's no characters. I can't put it into the squad tool, rather. And so we're going for this. Now, Kassir reminded me. Ooh, 3, that's good. Kassir reminded me that you need this ship at 7 stars to reach the first rank to complete the first of 4 challenges for the Jedi Knight title. And you guys better believe that we're going for that Jedi Knight title. So we're gonna have to put this ship at 7 stars. Oh, it's not good. It's not good for your account. But one of the things you got to do in this game is you got to pick something that's not good for your account that you want to do just to be silly, because it helps you have fun with the game. And that's what we're going to do. We are going to do the consular. And you know what? We might even work up the tune too, just to use the ship, because I'm going to be using the Galactic Republic fleet as my backup fleet. And he is Galactic Republic. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, what's the point of having the ship 7 stars if you don't use it? I don't know. I guess platoons. Platoons is probably the only point. Alright. Let's spend the rest of this energy. We are throwing it at Sunfac. As you guys know, my plan is to not only have my pilots to the highest possible place, but also have the gear ready so that when they become the high enough level, they can slap that gear on and be ready to go to the next level. And that's why I'm not working on anybody else. That's why my Jedi are in shambles. If I was to put this 100 energy, just 100 energy toward these Jedi, I could probably get Bastila like up a whole gear level or something. I need to do it. I keep saying I need to do it, but the fleets are just too important for me. Okay, we're trying to decide which one of these 2 to go for. This one we have 44 of one of these. This one we've got 64 and 63. So this one here looks better because we have plenty of this. Okay. Kassir says if I get the Jedi Master title, I should call myself the free-to-play Master instead of the free-to-play Padawan. I like that, man. That's funny. Here's why I chose Padawan. I really honestly believe this. Humility is the path to greatness. It's kind of backwards because you'll never consider yourself great if you are acting with humility. but you consistently put yourself in a place of learning, you will consistently improve in whatever area of life you're going for. So I wanted to be the free-to-play Padawan because even though I'm trying to teach you guys what I've learned, I want to learn from you guys, and I ask other people questions all the time about this game. As long as you stay in a posture of humility and teachableness, then you will continue to increase your strength, your ability, your knowledge in whatever area of the game or whatever area of life or anything. So I don't mean this to be like a life lesson or whatever, but that's why I chose Padawan, and I'm always going to be the Padawan, because no matter how much I learn and how much I achieve in the game or on YouTube or whatever, there's always going to be so much more to learn, you guys. There's always so much more to learn. And you miss out on too much if you're arrogant. You just do. There's so much fun to be had, people to meet and learn from, that if you're arrogant, you just miss out on it. I'd rather be Captain America than Iron Man, I guess is what I'm saying. Captain America is all about the humility, and Iron Man is not. Okay. This is annoying me. Let's grab this. It's just the daily challenges for yesterday or whatever. Let's get it out of there. I can't stand the red dots. And now we're looking at mod energy. We did all this work to get the new mods unlocked, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for crit chance. That's what we need the most. We need it for spy. We need it for soldier. We need it for Anakin. We need it for Ahsoka. We need it for a lot of people. Crit chance. We're going to get the ball rolling on that. And then ship energy. Let's finish the Bastila farm for the day. No Bastila shards. Sad. And then we're going to throw the rest of this. Oh, that's a lot of energy. We're going to throw the rest of this at the G. 1G. 6 of those. 5 of those. All right, great. 11 of those. Now let's see how we're doing with our experience. How are we doing with our experience? Oh, we're not even close. Look, we still need... Hang on. Math is hard. We still need 600 to get to 12,000. And then we need another 1,200. So we need 1,800 experience. Man, we did our best, you guys. We did our best. Let's collect the rest of our dailies. Man, it's close. We're close. That's what sucks, how close we are. Ooh. 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 I don't think we can beat that team. That might be our best bet, though. Yeah, that might be our best bet. Let's keep looking a little bit. We can be a little bit patient. See, this is an example of geared enough to be functional. They don't have the Zeta on 5s yet, but this team is still geared enough that there's no really super easy quick kills to kill 5s. And they didn't overdo 5s either. They've got 5s at the same gear level as other people. They've actually got Rexes the most. I see, Kassir, you said tomorrow. Oh, you're saying tomorrow I'll get level 78. Yeah, I'll get level 78 tomorrow, but the energy challenge, the ability mat challenge, is only runs on Mondays and Thursdays. See, if you look, where does it say what it runs? Where does it say it? Anyway, this says here, this is open Monday, Tuesday, Friday. This is open Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. So this will come back around on Sunday. I'll have to wait all the way till Sunday to start doing this challenge, and which means I'm gonna do it off stream, which isn't what I want. I want to do it on stream. I might just say screw it on Sunday and do the lower tier, just so that we can do it together on Monday. We'll see. Let me know in the chat if that's what you guys want me to do. That's fine if that's what I do. Missing one day of this will not break my heart. I still am not going to click this just because if there's some way, some way, I'll hold out for it. Okay. Monday, Thursday, Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. I can do it on Sunday, but I'd rather wait and do it with you guys. And I wanted to do it with you guys today. You see, if I was able to do it today, that's today. Tomorrow, the next day, before it would finally happen again. That's 3 bonus days. And I know Mark Dennis is racing with me, racing for it. So he was concerned that my fleet would take off from three days of ability mats challenges. I don't know what I'm saying. That's 3 days. It's not 3 extra days. It's just 1 extra day. It would be today. It wouldn't be today, tomorrow, and the next day because it doesn't show up every day. Anyway, it's not that big of a loss. But I was hoping, you know. All right, this is our best bet. We're probably gonna lose. Maybe we'll get lucky. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so I normally like to go for Dark Trooper first. But if I can take out Veers, then, oh gosh, Veers is tough. If I can take out Veers, then that will take away some of their turn meter train. But we're not going to be able to take out Veers. Look at this. Look how tough he is. And I didn't get a crit with Spy, which means Spy come out of stealth. Which means that when Spy came out of stealth, he was vulnerable to attack. Yeah, then they tell me who I have to attack. That's alright. The Imperial Troopers are a great team. I highly recommend going for them. They're a great team. The only issue I have with the Imperial Troopers is that they don't have a fleet. They don't have any kind of a fleet that you can use to get a strong start in fleets, which means that these guys are doing, as you can see, about as well as we are in Arena, but they're not doing as well as we are in fleets. So I really feel like our plan is superior for efficiency, but that doesn't mean it's superior for fun. The Imperial Troopers are super fun. Super fun. All right, let's see what we did. You did it. Good job, guys. Oh, they must have got the last star on. Let's see. Let's check our territory battle. Look at this, guys. A little baby guild. It's not a baby guild. I'm sorry, Lothal. You're not a baby. I didn't mean it. But I mean, we're not some 200 million guild. We're 75 million. Look at how well, with the coordination and the activity, people care about it. They're trying, they're pushing. Look at this. 6 stars in the first zone, 4 in the second. We got 7 stars in the third zone. And all 3 in that zone. Beautiful. 2 stars in this zone. And then they were just talking about in the chat, this one. They just did it. And look at us, we're level 41. This just goes to show how very kind it was that they let us in. Because look at all this strength. The guild has a lot of strength and a lot of smart players. And we're not slacking off. We're doing everything we possibly can to get as much effort for the team. We are to the point now where we're only able to do, 3 phases in one command mission. Even our best team that we're doing all of our work, putting all of our work into, still can't do any more than 3 phases. So we're deploying everything we can. We're actually still able to do the fleet challenge because we're working on a fleet. So that helped get those 3 stars. We're doing everything we can. But even though we're doing everything we can, we're still ranked 41 in the guild because the guild is pushing, man. They are pushing. I love it. I love it. It's so good. It's so good. All right, what is this? Is this our last daily? How close is this going to get us? Oh, look at that. It's too far away. It's too far away. Oh, no. Kassir's right. Tomorrow. I did see this. Definitely want to do this. Get some free credits. And we weren't even able to do the top tier of this before. Hopefully this team will be strong enough. Gear 6. We'll see. We'll see. These Omega battles come up from time to time. I like the sound effect. I like that sound effect with their swords. Swords are cool. Let's do it. Oh, did we miss? What's happening? What's happening right now? Oh my gosh, that was so weird. It's like he waved at him, and then he went up and he kissed one, and then they all died. The kiss of death from Anakin. The kiss of death, Anakin. Yeah, we got this in the bank. Got it in the bank. Finish it off, Gear 6 Bastila. I love it. I love it. There's our Omega. Gotta get the Omegas. Don't do this, guys. Don't refresh this. The crystals are not worth it. They're not, I promise. Don't do it. We really hamstrung ourselves for tomorrow with the crystals. We spent everything we had. We spent it all. Oh, and if there was some way I could spend this 50, I would, but all we have left are 100 crystal refreshes. It's not gonna happen. Alright, so it's not gonna happen. Kassir says he cleared the Jakku 1. He cleared the Jakku 1 with Gear 1 Night Sisters and good mods. Dude, you seriously? Are you talking about the third tier of it? You did the third tier with Gear 1 Night Sisters and good mods? That's insane. That's insane. Talia lead. Wow. Wow. Alright, we're doing it. We'll take what we can get. We'll take what we can get. Next time. I'm going to wait till Monday, you guys. I'm not going to do it on Sunday. It's just not how I want to do this stream. I want to do stuff together. I want to do stuff together. Alright. Alrighty. So we don't have any raids. We did that. This hasn't refreshed yet. Let's take a look at my list. Alright, so this is, we're going to finish with this. We're going to finish with this. One of the number one things that I hear, Kassir says, it was 30 minutes of my life wasted. It was incredibly irritating. Yeah, but you did it though, man. You got your Omega. You got your Omega. Worth it. Not wasted, worth it. One of the number one questions I hear people ask is, who do I farm next? Who do I go for next? And it's often in the context of a certain store. They're like, I got this person, this person, this person. Who do I go for next? That's a very important question. And it's a very good question to ask. And I'm going to answer the question, how do I decide? Who do I go for next? Okay? I have a list here, so I'm looking at my list. I'm going to bring it over here so it's a little closer. I have something that I call a hierarchy of goals, okay? So I have a goal, and it's my number one goal. But then I have like 4 or 5 or 20, let's say, to be honest, but I'm going to say 4 or 5. And I have 4 or 5 goals beneath that goal. So it's like, this is my number one goal, and these are some other things that I'm shooting for. So for example, my number one goal, as you guys probably know, is I want to consistently be in the top 5 of the fleet arena, okay? The reason I want that goal is because of the crystals. The crystal income and the fleet arena income, it will help my account grow quickly. And a free-to-play player has to take any source of crystals that he can. And fleet is the easiest place to do it. So I want my number one goal to be fleet, okay? Consistently top 5 in fleet. Now that goal kind of moves as the game progresses, because when other people get stronger fleets, you need stronger fleets to combat that. So I've got a plan in place currently that, as you guys can see, is working to get sometimes top 5 in fleets, but I've also got a long-term plan for an even better fleet. So my short-term plan is the Grand Moff Tarkin led Geo fleet. And I've got Vulture Droid, Ahsoka, and Anakin. And you can see plain as day, if you select crew members, those are my top characters in the crew. In fact, exclusively those are my characters, because you can see the next guy here is Gear 1 Level 1. I guess Boba Fett kind of counts. Boba Fett, IG-88, Cad Bane. Doing a little bit of work into them. But my point is, number one, what's your goal? Your first goal. My next goal is I want Watt ready Geos. Alright? Now we've got a way for goal number 1 and goal number 2 to work together. The Geonosians, right? Geonosian fleet is good for fleet arena, especially early on. It evolves into the Malevolence fleet, which is great later on. I don't know what the new capital ship is going to do. I'm sure it's going to change things up, but not everybody's going to have it immediately. And if it turns out to be really good, we can then switch our focus from whatever we're working on to the new capital ship, because my number one goal is going to remain consistently getting top 5 in Fleet Arena, okay? Watt ready Geos, that's my second goal. My third goal is one good dark side and one good light side team for Galactic Conquest. So you see what I'm doing is I'm trying to say, where can I get resources for my account? And then what do I need to do to go after those resources? Fleet Arena, what do I got to do to go after it? Watt, I want to get Watt, and I want a good guild. A good guild is another source of income and resources for my account. Watt ready Geos buys me a ticket into a good guild, okay? Conquest. In order to complete Conquest, there are several feats that you have to do. So we're not going to be able to do all of the feats for Conquest. But when we start hitting Conquest, I want to have a competent dark side team and a competent light side team, because one of the things you have to do in Conquest is win so many battles with the dark side team, so many battles with the light side team. So that's point number 3. Well, all of a sudden we've got goal number 3 working in tandem with goal number 1 and goal number 2. The Geos and the Jedi. The Jedi are going to be my light side team, and 2 of the Jedi, Anakin and Ahsoka, are also pilots for my fleet. So you see those things are working together as well. Number 4 goal that I want is a decent raid team, a team to do well in the raids. Well, that's not the Geos and that's not the Jedi. You can do well with Jedi Knight Revan. Looks like we lost our music here. You can do well with Jedi Knight Revan led Jedi, but we're not going for Revan early on. If you did go for Revan, that checks off your raid team's box because he does really well in the raids. But now we're starting to switch focus. We're starting to say, okay, after we get the first 3 goals in place, we got to pick a team that's good for raids. And for me, that's going to be the Shaak Ti clones team. As you see, I'm already going for the clones. I'm already working on that. I can't go for Shaak Ti until I have what? A strong fleet to unlock Shaak Ti's node. So that actually works together. The goals have kind of like a flow to them. The good fleet is going to help me unlock Shaak Ti. Shaak Ti is going to lead the clones into a good raid team. And then the final, the 5th goal, and there's a lot more goals than 5, but the 5th goal that I have here is a semi-competent Grand Arena roster. This is not a Grand Arena based plan. I love Grand Arena, but this is a plan to grow your account quickly, and you have to sacrifice Grand Arena perfection in order to achieve fast growth of your account. And I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to do that with this account. We're going to push certain characters higher than we should for Grand Arena because it's going to be good for the fleet. So I know that I want the Grand Arena, which is why we've got this squad tab and we've got Grand Arena, and we've kind of trying to put the teams we're already planning on working on into some kind of a framework so that we could use them in Grand Arena, but we're not building a Grand Arena based account. If what you want the most is a good Grand Arena roster, take the fleet out of goal number 1, put it down way lower, put the Grand Arena at the top, and then everything you do flows from that. But you see there's like a hierarchy. You say, what's the most important thing to me? And then what's the next 2 or 3 or 4 most important things? And you just make your decisions based on that. It's as simple as that. When you try to ask the question, who should I go for next? My question in response to that is, what part of the game do you want to improve in? I mean, it's never like after you do this team, you should absolutely do this team next, no question, because there's so many good teams and they're good at different things. So you have to know what you're going to be going for. And then later on down the list, I want to have a team that can solo the raids and do well in arena. Well, that's going to be SLKR. So I already know way later, not way later, but somewhat later, I'm going to be going for SLKR. So I know, but I'm not going for SLKR because I want SLKR. I don't particularly like Kylo Ren in the movies. I'm sorry to say, I just really don't. I don't think he's a lovable and enjoyable character. Like There's a couple characters in the movie that were good, I thought, but not Kylo Ren. But I'm not going for Kylo Ren because I want Kylo Ren. I want what Kylo Ren does for my account. He can solo the Sith Raid, which is the biggest source of gear for my characters to get into the relic levels, right? So I want SLKR for that, and I also want him because if you're going to compete in the squad arena, at some point you have to have a galactic legend. That's just all there is to it. It won't be long before Dark Ronzo has Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Look at this. He probably already is working on. He probably has all the. Well, he doesn't. See, he doesn't have this guy 7 stars, but it won't be long. Look at this. It won't be long. Well, it doesn't matter because he's already got this guy 6 stars. Anyway, he's almost got Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, right? He's almost got it. This shard is like 2 months old. Just 2 months. That's it. But Mark Dennis is laughing at because I can't even say what other character is lovable. I can't think of his name. He's the guy that goes, hey! And he's working on the droids. I thought he was great. He was only in there for a second, but he was definitely lovable. BB-8's alright. BB-8's kind of cute. And I liked Poe pretty well in the first movie. I didn't really like what they did with him after that. But anyway, there's some characters in there that are good, but it's not Kylo Ren. I'm not going for Kylo Ren because I love him. And when I go for gas, which I'm planning to go for gas before Kylo Ren, I do like General Anakin Skywalker's character in the Star Wars universe. For sure I like him, but I'm getting him more for what he'll do for the account than because I love the character. Jedi Consular Starfighter, I'm getting that because of the title, not because of how good he is either. But Jedi Consular was like the best class of character to be in the KOTOR games, which that's pretty cool. I mean, that's pretty cool. So I like that. Kassir says Poe was a knockoff of Han Solo. And let's be honest, he was no Han Solo. You're right, Kassir. You're right. But anyway, you guys, I'm going to be getting into these Thrawn books starting today, hopefully at work. I'm excited about that. And I'm loving this game. We're growing super fast. I'm excited. I have no idea what day we're actually going to be hitting level 85 because it's getting slower. It's getting slower. As you can see, it's taking about 4 days per level now. Pretty soon it's going to be taking 5 days. I think by the time you get up to level 82, 83, it takes like a week per level. But you see how hard we're pushing. We're pushing to the max. We're pushing everything we can. We're pushing into an area where it's not even smart or reasonable to push like that anymore. But we're gonna get there as fast as we can, as efficiently as we can. When we get there, we want to have 6 teams for the Grand Arena. We want to have 2 fleets going. We're headed for it as fast as we can, and we're trying to have the mods ready by the time we get there. We're running out of credits all the time. We're running out of ship credits all the time. We're running out of ability mats all the time. You guys know the grind. You guys know how it is. It's the way this game is. It's the way this game is. We got plenty of the blues and we are getting some good purples. Okay, I guess it's time to start spending some of these purples. Maybe the Jedi are going to get some love. Maybe they will. We've got Bastila. We can take her up another star. And she could use some more ability mats as well. Look at poor Bastila's mods. I haven't even modded the girl. I haven't even modded her. I'll get her modded up. We'll get her modded up. Don't you worry, guys. Don't you worry. Until next time, remember, the stream schedule is changing. In 4 days from now, Monday, I will see you guys at 5 p.m. And we will be doing the challenge for ability mats, and it's going to be glorious. And hopefully I haven't forgotten anything. And hopefully we don't get there and be like, oh no, we don't have enough this ship or whatever. We'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. But anyway, I love this game. You guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out with me. What am I trying to think of? Let's check this and make sure this is all right. Okay. Well, I don't think I'm going to be able to switch screens this time to the like and subscribe stream because of all the technical difficulties, but I'll say it right now. Like the video, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. We got a lot more content going your way. We are trying to focus on early game beginner content, and we're showing our dailies. We're trying to answer any questions you guys have. Put any questions you have down in the comments. I put a question of the day every day on the video, so anytime you watch a video, answer the question of the day. Let's get some engagement, some conversation, just like I want to do in my guild. Let's do it in our videos. Let's have some conversations and chat. And thank you guys so much for going on this journey for me, and I want you all to know that Jesus loves you. Normally at this point, I switch to the other screen, and I let it run for a minute because there's like a 20-second delay. But now you just have to keep looking at me while we have this awkward moment. I'm excited to get into these Thrawn books.